Hey everyone, Greg here, and today I'm going to talk to you about 5 Shopify dropshipping mistakes that I've made that you need to avoid if you're going to start dropshipping yourself. Now, I've been dropshipping for about 12-13 months now, and obviously I've made a ton of mistakes in that time, but these are the 5 real big ones that I feel that you need to be careful for. Alright, so the first mistake I've made that you need to avoid is not doing proper product research to start the product off. Now, product research is so essential, and I've learned this from 2 dropshipping stores that have failed as a result of me not doing my research at the start. So what product research is going to do for you is it's going to make sure that you're looking to get into a niche that has a large enough audience for you to sell in. You know, you might find in your research that that audience only has 2,000 or 5,000 people, and that's not really going to be enough of an audience for you to make sales on a long-term basis. So your research is going to identify that the audience exists and that it's a large enough size for you to sell to. It's also going to tell you if those keywords are going to be able to be ranked in Google so that people can find you through Google rather than just the paid advertising options such as Facebook and Instagram. And finally, your research is going to show you whether those audience are showing an intention to buy. You know, it may be that a lot of people are searching for a specific niche, but they're just searching for maybe pictures or for information around that niche. They're not actually showing buyer's intent. So what your research is going to do is it's going to separate your niche and show you if people are just generally interested or if people are looking to make purchases. So starting any dropshipping project, you need to be doing keyword research. And the second mistake I've made that you really need to be conscious of is getting into a niche, selling products in a niche that you're not passionate about. And this has been an issue I've only really encountered in my last project, but I've found tons of videos since I made this mistake myself that reinforce this, and I can't believe that I didn't realize this before. You need to be in a niche that you're passionate about, or else when things get tough and when the sales don't start straight away or they slow down, you're going to lose motivation to keep working on this project. But if you're working on a niche that you really love and you really want to educate yourself and educate others on it, and you know, sell products that are going to help people in that niche, and you're passionate, you live this niche every day and every night, you're going to have the internal motivation to keep going. It's not just going to be a monetary driver, you're going to have a general passion that's going to keep you going as well. So make sure you get into a niche that you have at least a general interest on, rather than a niche that is purely backed up by data, but you're not going to have the internal motivation to keep building within that niche. And while we're talking about niches, you need to make sure you get into a niche itself. I've made a mistake in the past where I built a general interest store. And the problem I had with this is, one, it's really hard to find influencers if, you know, say you were trying to sell some products in the surfing niche within your general store. If you would like approach people on Instagram and you say, hey, I want you to like give a shout out to my store, but your store URL is thegeneralstore.co.uk, they're going to be less inclined to send their audience to your store. But if you've got a surfing store, surfingisgreat.com, they're going to be way more like comfortable sending their audience to your store where it's purely surf related merchandise in that store. So make sure you're choosing a niche from the word go and not going for a general store approach. That hasn't worked for me in the past, and I don't think it's the way to go. Because also with a general store, you're not going to get picked up in search engine optimization. You're not going to be optimized for surfing keywords. You're going to have a general store with general paragraphs in it that Google isn't going to be able to work out what your like main audiences, and it's not going to be able to send traffic from Google to your store. So I'd always say do proper research, make sure that that niche is proven and has the numbers to back it up, and then make sure you're going into a niche rather than just making a general interest store. Okay, and the next mistake to avoid is not properly using the Facebook pixel. I've made the mistake in the past of not properly educating myself about what the Facebook pixel was and being way too late to install a Facebook pixel onto my site. And what this means is anyone that lands on your site when you don't have a Facebook pixel installed, Facebook isn't capturing that data and isn't able to like understand the type of audiences that are landing on your store. So when you do eventually do Facebook ads, Facebook has no data to start with to understand the type of people that they need to show the ads to, and you're starting from a blank slate. As soon as you've built your Shopify store, you need to have that Facebook pixel installed and collecting data, and you can later use that data to make really informed decisions on the type of people to target with your Facebook ads, and also the type of like people and the type of products that are in demand from your store. So that Facebook pixel data is really important to have, so make sure you get that pixel installed on your store as soon as it's built. And finally, money, the need for money. A mistake I made getting into this is thinking it's going to be a real low cost, cheap thing to get into and I'm going to make a ton of profit. And that's just not true. I've made a video about this already, but you need money to be able to start dropshipping. You need money to pay for Shopify to get your store up and running. It's like the cheapest plan for Shopify is $29 a month and you're going to be paying that monthly, so you need money there. I'll link you through to a Shopify free trial for 30 days so you can get your first month for free. But after that, you're going to be paying your monthly Shopify costs. Then you're going to be paying the cost for your apps to plug into Shopify, such as your countdown timer, your toolbar at the top telling people that you've got free delivery or a deal on that day. You're going to need money for Instagram influencers to get them to give you shout outs, for Facebook ads, to run your ads and your testing. So the need for money up front is something that you need to be aware of, and you can't get into dropshipping with absolutely no money. I've heard different figures shouted around by different gurus, and the figure that they all seem to settle on, and that I probably agree on, is you need at least $350, $400 to get started, get your Shopify store built, get some shout outs from some influencers, or run some ample Facebook ad testing to find that winning product. So make sure you've got the money up front, at least $350, $400 to pump into dropshipping to be able to properly commit to this and to learn what products work and to really make that big money from dropshipping. So those are the 5 big ones: research, passion, niching, Facebook pixels, and having money up front. Those are the 5 big lessons that I've learned in my first 12 months of dropshipping that you should be aware of when you're starting out dropshipping. If you personally have been doing dropshipping for a while yourself and you've learned your own lessons and you've got some other big mistakes that you've made that you feel the rest of the community needs to know about, then share your ideas and your lessons in the comments box below. But thanks for watching Start Starting Up, guys, where I am learning how to make money online as a way to improve my life and sharing that information back onto you. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll be sending a new informative video just like this one to the channel next Thursday for you all to check out. So thanks for watching, I'll see you soon.